We've got 2 New York strip steaks, a Vidalia onion cut real thin, 1 bundle of asparagus, 25 cloves of garlic. We've got some bite-sized honey gold potatoes, about 24, 25. Lowry seasoning salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and some fresh pepper. I have some San Marzano tomatoes, and I have big boys from the garden. This is my tomato core. And we're going to make the baked steak meal in a pan, the whole meal. Need a pan about this size. If you have more steaks, you're going to need a bigger pan. Alright, so I made the baked steak and stuff and put the video on. So now I'm trying baked steak, a whole meal in a pan. Welcome to my Mystic Kitchen. You can find this on Amazon if you'd like to buy one. They're very nice, stain resistant, very thick material, nice apron, and it would be your Mystic Kitchen. So these big boys are from our garden. Here's a tomato core, which is really nice. This is a pretty big core of this tomato, but these tomato cores are just beautiful. It takes the whole cord out. You can always use these for strawberries too if you want to stuff them with cheesecake. These are a wonderful little tool to have. You just core out that middle. So San Marzano tomatoes, these are San Marzano heirloom tomatoes. These don't have a lot of juice in them. They're more meaty. See, there's more meat on this side, a little bit of juice here. San Marzano. And the big boys, as you know, have a lot of juice in them. But we're still going to use them. We're going to cut them and put them around the steak. They're going to be delicious. Okay, so we've got the steaks in here, and I've placed the little potatoes more on the outside and in the middle. And I'm putting the cloves of garlic kind of in the spots where there's little holes. Asparagus on each side. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of seasoning salt. I haven't done the tomatoes and the onions yet. They're going to go on the top. Now this doesn't get any liquid. If you remember the steak stuff and goodies, this is onion powder, a little garlic powder. Even though there's a boatload of garlic, I'm going to put some fresh pepper. This is going to go in the oven at 275. So we've opted to not use the beef big boys. We've opted to use all the San Marzanos. Not for any particular reason. So we're just going to place these off, skin down, all over. We're going to take this thin cut. This is 1 Vidalia onion. Put these onions all over. This just melds together so deliciously, and it has a nice broth. You don't have to do anything to the broth. Just eat it all. So this is baked stuffed steak meal in a pan. We're going to cover it with foil, put it in the oven at 275 for about 2 to 2.5 hours. At the end of the video, I will let you know. .ka from my Mystic Kitchen to yours. So it's going in the oven at 275. It's covered really good with foil. I triple cover it so no steam will come out. We're going to put it in the oven. 275. 275, 2.5 hours. We're going to let it set for about a half hour. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I opened it up. This is after 15 minutes of just melding after being in the oven at 275 for 2.5 hours. I'll cover it back up and let it melt a little more. Alright, so we're going to kind of deconstruct this. Move a little bit of tomato over. Pick up a steak. potatoes. Garlic will come along with it. A bit of onion there. How about some asparagus? And then some nice tomato in between there. I'm gonna put one more potato on there. How about that?